Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I'm your math and science tutor. This video covers how to convert decimal degrees to degrees, minutes, and seconds, and degrees, minutes, and seconds back to decimal degrees. This is important because latitude and longitude coordinates can be written using DMS. The first thing you need to know for converting decimal degrees to degrees, minutes, and seconds are some simple conversions, and they're listed here. 1 hour is equal to 1 degree. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, and finally, 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. You can use that information to convert from degrees, minutes, seconds to decimal degrees and back. Problem 1 asks us to convert 50 degrees, 45 minutes, and 30 seconds to decimal degrees. You'll notice that this equation that I've provided is based on the conversions that you've just learned about, and it can help us accomplish our goal. First, we'll write 50 degrees. Then, we'll add 45 minutes over 60 minutes. The reason why we put 45 minutes over 60 minutes is because we are trying to convert our given minutes to an hour, because we know that 1 hour is 1 degree. So whatever value we get from this fraction is how many degrees we have from our given minutes. And finally, we'll add 30 seconds over 3,600 seconds. And that's for the same reason. We are trying to convert our seconds to an hour because we know 1 hour is equal to 1 degree. So that fraction will provide how many degrees we have from the given seconds. You could do all of this math by hand, but to save a lot of time, I'm going to use a calculator. And when you plug that all into your calculator, you should get 50.75833 degrees. It's important to give your answer to many decimal places for these problems. Your instructor may specify how many decimal places they want, so just be aware of that when doing problems like this. Let's try another one. We've got 35 degrees, 50 minutes, and 37 seconds. We're going to follow the same exact process. We'll write 35 degrees. Then we'll add 50 minutes over 60 minutes and add 37 seconds over 3,600 seconds. When we plug this into our calculator, we should get 35.84361 degrees. Now pause the video and try this one on your own. All right, hopefully you tried that. But if you didn't or you need help, let's go over it now together. We're going to follow the same exact process. We just write our 10 degrees, then we add 22 over 60 minutes, then 24 seconds over 3,600 seconds. We'll plug this into our calculator and we'll get 10.3733 degrees. Before moving on, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to continue making helpful videos like these. Thanks so much. Okay, now we're asked to go from decimal degrees back to DMS. The first thing you should do is find degrees, which is super easy because anything before our decimal point is going to be our degrees. So in this case, we have 45 degrees, and we'll write that right here. Now comes the slightly trickier part. We need to take everything behind this decimal and multiply it by 60. Why do we do that? If you remember from before, to add minutes, we had to add them by placing them over 60. We don't know what the minutes are yet, so we can represent them with x over 60. And we'll set that equal to our decimal of 0.321654. Now we need to solve for x in order to find how many minutes we have. To do that, we'll just multiply 60 on this side, and then multiply by 60 on this side. And then we're left with x by itself. 60 times our decimal is going to be 19.29924 minutes. So we'll write our minutes, which is 19, here. And finally, we need to find our seconds. We find those by taking the decimal that we found by finding the minutes and multiplying that by 60. So in this case, we have 0.29924, and we'll multiply that by 60 to get our seconds. When we plug that into the calculator, we'll get 17.9544 seconds. I'm going to round 17 up to 18 because we have a 9 here. And we'll write it above. We have 18 seconds. So our final answer is 44 degrees, 19 minutes, and 18 seconds. Let's try another one. Now we have 33.321659 as our decimal. First, we need to find our degrees. Remember that anything before the decimal point is our degrees. So we have 33 degrees. Now we need to take this number after the decimal and multiply it by 60 to find our minutes. 0.321659 times 60. And when we plug that into our calculator, we'll get 19.29954. Our minutes are anything before the decimal. We have 19 minutes, and now let's find our seconds. To do that, we'll take everything behind the decimal of the minutes and multiply that by 60. So 0.29954 times 60 is going to give us 17.9724 seconds. And again, because we have a 9 here, I'm going to round this up to 18. So we'll write 18 seconds. Our final answer is 33 degrees, 19 minutes, and 18 seconds. All right, now pause the video and go ahead and try this one on your own, and we'll go over it together. The first thing you should have noticed is that we have 55 degrees. And then you should have multiplied this decimal by 60 to get our minutes. And when you do that, you end up getting 39.40782. So we have 39 minutes. And then we multiply all of this by 60 to get our seconds. So 0.40782 times 60. And you should get 24.4692 seconds. And since this is a 4, we'll keep this at 24. We have 24 seconds. So your final answer should have been 55 degrees, 39 minutes, and 24 seconds. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll try my best to get back to you. To guarantee that your questions get answered, I am currently offering private tutoring sessions. Please check the description for details. Thanks so much for watching.